Okay, looks like we're there. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Harry Hewlett. This is the Dallas Songwriters Association's virtual global songwriter showcase. It is December the 18th, 2021, and this will be our last showcase, our virtual global showcase on Saturday for this year. Next Saturday is Christmas, so we can't do it then, and then the following Saturday is next year. So this is our last one for this year. And we got a great show lined up for you today, folks. We got Rio King, and we've got Michael and Nell from Nashville, and we got Rachel Owen from Nashville, and then we got Harry Hewlett. That's me. To wrap it up, I'm gonna do the very last spot for this year. So, with no further ado, I want to introduce you to this guy. He grew up in Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
He went to Texas Tech, and he got a job. Before he got that job, he got in a band kind of like I was in out there. But he had a hit record. He went over there to Norman Petty's studio in Clovis, where Buddy Holly recorded all his songs, and his band made a little record called, I think it's Dream Thing they called it, and it was a little hit record there in Lubbock, Texas for a while. And then used to hear him on the radio. I didn't know him back then, but I met him later after I moved here to Dallas.
Took too long,
But
Harry.
it took a while, yeah. But anyway, he retired, and now he's in Dallas, and he's just kind of a long, tall Texan, and he sings all them long, tall Texas songs and stuff and writes them. I want to introduce you to Rio King. Rio,
Thank
how
you,
you
Harry.
doing?
Thank you. Yeah, Harry and I didn't cross paths till I came back till we met at the Dallas Songwriters, but we knew a lot of the same people and played the same music at the same time down there. Up there, over there, okay.
Out there.
Well, I'm kind of rusty. I haven't been out playing, but we'll take this kind of slow and see how we work. And at Thanksgiving, one of my daughters had some friends over from India, whole family over from India. So they may be tuning in on this or a little bit later. I'm gonna play this song that I really like. One of the first songs that I wrote, got me down to Kerrville in '78. Before daylight on LA night on a red-eye flight 49, laying half asleep with my feet on the seat and my woman on my mind. I heard Bob Wills doing Faded Love, and I got a knot in my throat. And the longer he played, the stronger it stayed. And on the back of my ticket I wrote, true story. You never really know till you're gone a while how a part of your heart stays home. There's a piece of me missing that sunset kissing the Austin Capitol dome. I long to be where again I can see a Texan dip a Stetson and grin. I like the style of a howdy and a smile. I'd love to see Texas again. Big city women have sophisticated charm, and they all have a mind of their own. And they go out at night with a man on their arm like a setting for a precious stone. People that are rude, fast talking dudes, and you gotta win to save your skin. You just say you all in that panhandle drawl, and you're outside looking in. You never really know till you're gone a while how a part of your heart stays home. There's a piece of me missing that sunset kissing the Austin Capitol dome. I long to be where again I can see a Texan dip a Stetson and grin. I like the style of a howdy and a smile. I'd love to see Texas again. I like the style of a howdy and a smile. I'd love to see Texas again.
Hey,
There's
Rio.
parts of that I'd really like to see again. I'd like
Hey,
to
Rio,
see a
wait,
howdy and a smile. That sure would be good when you're greeting people these days. Just don't see it. But-
When you were playing in those bands out there in Texas at Texas Tech, did y'all do any country songs in? We'd do it. We had maybe one song, you know, Cotton
Same
Eye
here.
Joe or something.
Yeah, we didn't. We played rock and roll, except somebody would ask for maybe Fraulein or
Big Balls in Cowtown.
Big Balls in Cowtown,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was we didn't same as your story. We just played rock and roll.
The adults like the country and the kids like the rock and roll.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly and all that stuff. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt. You're doing
That's
great.
all right, Harry. This is going to be pretty free flowing today.
Okay.
Cold weather in the wintertime, I get a few plays from one of my songs down. I don't know where they're coming from, Europe and South America and stuff, but the name of the song's Playa del Carmen. I think a lot of us are thinking about wintertime at the beach. Well, this one was this one kind of autobiographical. I wasn't looking for romance, but you just knocked me out. Then after just one dance, I started thinking about walking on the beaches, arm in arm on a fiery night down in Playa del Carmen. Yeah, Mexico's hot, that's what I hear. With a classy lady drinking Chardonnay wine and me a tequila with a salt and lime. Oh yeah, the possibilities here. You said I like the way you talk and I like your cut of clothes. Then after that kiss in the parking lot, I said, would you like to go walking up the beaches, arm in arm on a fiery night? Playa del Carmen, yeah, Mexico's hot, that's what I hear. With a classy lady drinking Chardonnay wine and me a tequila, we could have a good time, oh yeah. The opportunity's here. We walk for hours under the Caribbean sun, smelling hibiscus flowers and planning on a night of fun. Lying on the beaches in my arms on a fiery night down in Playa del Carmen. Yeah, Mexico's hot any time of year. With a classy lady drinking Chardonnay wine and me a tequila with a salt and lime. Oh yeah, I could die right here. Sad to say the fire's dim, we both went our ways. Long ago we parted friends, but time will never erase. Lying on the beaches in my arms on those fiery nights down in Playa del Carmen. Yeah, I drift back every time I hear a classy lady order Chardonnay wine like a margarita. It's frozen in time, oh yeah. That was a hell of a year. Oh yeah. Adios, my dear. Yeah, adios, baby. Yeah, that's still gets a little bit of play around the world.
So you're an international star. Is that what you're trying to say?
Right. Yeah, one of those. You get name that star for $10, right?
Okay. Well, I'm impressed.
Well, that's impressed from coming from you. You got that international play. Great song you did about the old farmhouse.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else we can turn up here. I'm gonna throw this one in. Staying on the summertime wishing. I'm gonna throw my song about tubing down the river. We can look forward to that next summer, maybe. This one's called Turtle Bait. Turtle bait on the July River. I'm just turtle bait. Call me up and I deliver. There ain't no snapper that'll hesitate to get a little nibble of my turtle bait. Simmering in that summer sun, lying, frying till I'm done. Turn me over like a tater cake. Serve on an inner tube, and that's what makes turtle bait on the July River. I'm just turtle bait. Call me up and I deliver. There ain't no snapper that'll hesitate to get a little nibble of my turtle bait. Almanac says that the moon is right for nobody catching us fishing tonight. I got an inner tube built for two. You make the sandwiches and I'll make you. Turtle bait on the July River would be turtle bait. Ha! Call me up and I deliver. There ain't no snapper that'll hesitate to get a little nibble of my turtle bait. Turtle bait. Turtle bait. Call me up and I deliver. Ain't no snapper that'll hesitate to get a little nibble of my turtle bait. Simmering in that summer sun, lying, frying till I'm done. You turn me over like a tater cake. Serve on an inner tube, and that's what makes turtle bait. Turtle bait. Scooby-Doo-Doo. Ain't no snapper gonna hesitate to get a little nibble of my turtle bait. That's turtle bait. Yeah, thank you, Harry.
They like that one.
Yeah, my wife's sitting over here. She just blew me a kiss on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Bringing my wife into this thing. She helps me write some of my songs, and we co-wrote this one, and it comes from. Let's see, where's the? It comes from the. When we were first dating, we broke up, and we both for a week we were both laying around the couch at our respective residences and workplaces, moaning and groaning. One of our office mates asked how it was going with Rio, and she cried. She broke down in tears right there and said, "I never cried over a man in my life." She said, "I never cried for a man that was still alive." And so when Melinda told me this story, we co-wrote a song called "I Never Cried," and it'll go like this. Let's see. I never cried for a woman that was still alive. When you left, it tore me up inside. I've been telling myself, you just ain't right, but I lied. 'Cause I never cried for a woman like I am tonight. I'm just another woman like the ones before. So who's hard as that, bleeding on the floor. Well, it dawned on me long about midnight. Some ain't right, 'cause I never cried for a woman like I am tonight. Man, don't cry, it ain't my way. You just lock it on up and wait for the light of day. Never tried for a woman that was so alive. You made me look for a better man inside. I'm telling my friends I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna try for the love of that woman I'm crying for tonight. Yeah, I never cried for a woman that was still alive. But when you left, it tore me up inside. I was fooling myself. You were right all along. 'Cause I never cried for a woman like I am tonight. No, never cried for a woman like I am tonight. Hope you're missing this fool of a man tonight. Yeah, no, I never cried. Yep. You know, it just occurs to me, I'm wearing my cowboy hat like I saw the Cowboys when the Hollywood Cowboys when I was growing up as a kid. Normally I walk around with it down on my forehead here, but you know, camera angles and stuff like that. A little inside for all you folks.
It looks good on you. Looks good on you.
Hey, thanks, Harry. All right, let's see. Let's do. All right, Capo 3. We're going to do a song. I love doing this song. This one, this song is called That Window Closes Fast, and it talks about people in the sandwich generation that may have kids growing up and leaving home, and parents that are in the house and taken care of. So this one again has a lot of my history in here. That window closes fast. Haha. Let me get that intro again. That window closes way too fast, opens opportunity and then it's past. Be grateful for the moment, enjoy it while it lasts, 'cause that window closes fast. A tickle on the chin, got a sweet baby laugh. I still grin at that old photograph. How long has it been now? Decade and a half. That window closes fast. 17 and think they're grown, eager for the great unknown. They leave you here alone. That window closes way too fast, opens for the children and then it's past. Be grateful for the moment, enjoy it while it lasts, 'cause that window closes fast. My voice cracked a little, she cried when I asked. We found each other late in a love that'll last. But sometimes life kicks your dreams on past, and that window closes fast. Doctor, we got hills to climb and roads to ride and trails to find. Don't cut short our time. That window closes way too fast. Opens for the lovers, so before it's past, be grateful for the moment, enjoy it while it lasts, because that window closes fast. That window closes way too fast. Grandma's eyes are cloudy like memories of her past. Her feet can catch the rhythm, she ain't danced her last, but that window's closing fast. Izzy, Dorsey, Duke, and Glenn, Bob Wills joining in, they swing her back again. But that window's closing way too fast. Opens for a heartbeat and then it's past. Be grateful for the moment, enjoy it while it lasts, 'cause that window closes fast. Be grateful for the moment, enjoy it while it lasts, 'cause that window closes fast. Yeah, that window closes fast, folks. Be grateful for what you got. Look at what you got right now.
And this window's closing pretty fast too. You got time for about 2 more songs.
That's good, Harry. Thank you.
Yeah.
A good lifelong buddy of mine just passed away a few months ago, and he was kind of the inspiration for this song. And it's a tribute to the veterans and their service and their sacrifice and healing and stuff like that. But it takes kind of a light view, a lighthearted, but it's all seriousness. This is called The Old Wrecked Vet. The old wrecked vet down the road a bit was pretty torn up by the looks of it. Did what he could on disability pay, got a few new parts every trip to VA. When the boys went drinking at the Veterans Lodge, the old wrecked vet was sitting in the garage. That fateful day when the road turned red and the fire raged heavy and hot, restoring that vet'll be a job, they said, and it's gonna take a hell of a lot. That old vet started beating the odds. He got a cranium plate and titanium rods. High-tech joints and the valves are new. There ain't a whole lot that old vet can't do. When the body work was all said and done, that American muscle was ready to run. It was the damnedest thing on the 4th of July. I heard the roar of that 504. The full color guard had just marched by when the vet rolled out of the door. Now that old vet's got a brand new life with a new set of rings and a newlywed wife. Sunny days they open up the garage and they cruise on down to the Veterans Lodge. Drop the top and open up the hood. Got the finest ride in the neighborhood. Young and old that he ain't met, tell them they appreciate that old vet. Don't forget every chance you get, tell them you appreciate that old vet. Tell them you appreciate that old vet. Rest in peace, Melvin. Love you, bud. Okay, one last song. Let's see. I'm gonna play this just because it's a fun song. and it's where my buddy was from, East Texas over there, in the Caddo Lake area, and we spent our Thanksgiving over there just recently. So this one is called "Play Me Something Like That." Driving through the piney woods, half a day from home. I didn't get paid on the last dig, hungry to the bone. I pulled into old Smokehouse Sam, said I'll play for bread. Rubbed his chin, scratched his head, broke a grin and said, "Can you play me stew, play me barbecue, play me catfish fried and deep fat, play me any two sides, southern fried, play me something like that, play up a crowd that don't need it loud, 'cause folks knows where it's at, just a shake and bake down Caddo Lake, play me something like that." So I played a mix of chicken picking licks, ham boning on the side, guitar shorties, pork chops on Carl Perkins, Dixie fried. Then I like bread and butter with a little Chuck Berry jam, sweet brown sugar and the Jelly Roll Blues had a muting out of my hand. I played turnip greens and them rice and beans, swimming in bacon fat. I played bob white quail and the gator tail. I played them something like that. I played up a crowd and didn't play it loud, 'cause folks knows where it's at, just a shake and bake down Caddo Lake, played them something like that. Yeah, turnip greens and rice and beans, swimming in bacon fat. I played bob white quail and the gator tail. Played them something like that. I played up a crowd and didn't play it loud, 'cause folks knows where it's at, just a shake and bake down Caddo Lake, played them something like that. There was a shake and bake down Caddo Lake, played them something like that. Yeah, play me something like that. My name's Rio King, and I really appreciate y'all listening to this and this opportunity. Thank you, Harry.
Good set, Rio, and thank you for
loved it.
coming to play for us. And I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and may you have a full first and an empty fifth.
All right, I'll drink to that.
Okay, folks, that was Rio King, my buddy from used to be Wichita Falls. Now he's from Dallas. And I want to tell you a little bit about this next act. I'm going to get them up here. We're going to share the screen for a little bit. I got a bio to read here. Okay, now we had let's see, it was Michael and Nell. That's what we call what their name is. It's Michael J. August and Nell Levin, and they had a Welcome Home album, and it was the if I can read here, it was the number 5 album on the August 2020 Folk Alliance DJ chart. They have performed their acclaimed multimedia Joe Hill Roadshow live 27 times and virtually 8 times. They have played at Nashville's historic Ryman Auditorium and at many venues, house concerts, and benefits for environmental, community, labor, and social justice organizations. And when the pandemic started, they converted their music room into a sound stage. And I heard them first time last week on Michael R.J. Roth. We had him do this show on Saturday, and we had some technical difficulties, and the technical difficulties were so great that we decided to not do their video on our video that we made after the show last week, and we're going to have them on the show today because we got it all worked out. They've got a neighbor. You know, when you live in Nashville, you got every neighbor in every direction is some kind of a technical expert on something that had to do with sound. Anyway, and the first time I saw the first song I heard this couple do, I thought we had discovered a reincarnated AP and Sarah Carter. So anyway, no further ado here. I'm gonna get myself out of the way. Michael and Nell, how y'all doing?
Hey, we're great.
Doing
We're
good,
really
doing
happy
good.
to be here. Thank you so much for
Well,
having us.
It's wonderful, and I apologize profusely. We had so much trouble last time, but now we're going to make it up. We're going to give you a full 30 minutes to play,
All right.
and I just can't wait to hear your music. Michael and Nell. So
Hope we don't disappoint you on the AP Carter.
you won't.
We're AP and Sarah with the social conscience. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the stage is all yours.
All right. Well, as Harry said, we're Michael and Nell, Michael J. August and Nell Levin. And we're going to play a bunch of songs, most of them from our new album, Welcome Home. And the first song is a thing called Boss Called a Meeting, and it's based on a true story of a manufacturing plant up in Indiana where the workers were promised one thing by the plant manager and the boss and actually the president. And
This is what really happened.
this is actually what happened. 2, 3, 4. Boss called a meeting, so we had to go. Said they're moving the plant to Mexico. We all heard the rumors, now we know they're moving the plant to Mexico. All I've ever known is the blue-collar life. This union job fed my kids and my wife. I gave them my muscle, gave them my brain. Now I'm knocked to the ground by this runaway train. Losing my job never felt so low. They're moving the plant to Mexico. How am I gonna pay all the money I owe? They're moving the plant to Mexico. I'm not against the Mexicans, they gotta eat. They're just like us, taking the heat. We're all getting burned, that's the way it feels. While billionaires in easy chairs make these deals. Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, they're moving the plants to Mexico. What'll I do? Where will I go? They're moving all the plants to Mexico. It's not just the money, but the friends I'll miss. I'll see some of the guys from time to time at the bar or the unemployment line. Boss called a meeting, so we had to go. Said they're moving the plant to Mexico. Politicians' promises are all for show. They're moving the plant to Mexico. Politicians' promises are all for show. They're moving the plant to Mexico.
I hear a little Woody Guthrie in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would love that song.
Oh yeah. How does that sound balancing out, Harry?
It sounds great. You sound great.
It does sound good. Harry, I realize I think I do know Michael and Nell or have seen them at some protest before.
Oh, really?
Oh yes. That's where you would have found us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I think I probably saw you at an immigration reform protest a couple of years ago before
Yeah.
the pandemic.
played there. We
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think I was like kind of on the stage with you guys. I didn't perform, but I was up there hanging out at the time. That was cool. Yeah, that was great.
That is the voice of Rachel Owen. She's our next act. She's from Nashville also. I introduced them a while ago. They didn't know each other, but now they know each other. They're starting to recall. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
So the next one we're going to do is
Talking with their hands.
And I just want to say quickly one thing about the second verse. Second verse is about a woman named Heather Whitestone, who was Miss America in 1995, and she is deaf. So she's the only disabled person that we know that was ever Miss America. So that's what the second verse in this song. And of course, she talks with her hands.
Obviously, she talks. So here's a piece of irony. Nell wrote a song, and we're going to sing a song about nonverbal communication.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
He's always shy and quiet when you talk to him off stage. But when he strokes that fiddle, he's got a lot to say. Oh, he plays with soul and fire in a voice that must be heard. He'll make you cheer and make you cry and never say a word. Talking with his hands, coming from the heart, speaking so we all can understand. He's touching us, talking with his hands. In a classroom full of children who have never heard a sound, there's a beauty queen who dared to dream she'd someday wear a crown. Like them, her world is silent, but her story's full of hope. She tells them life will take them anywhere they wanna go. She does her talking with her hands, coming from the heart, speaking so we all can understand. She's touching us, talking with her hands. A plumber and a lawyer, a waitress and a priest, all pitched in to build a house for a poor family. Oh, hungry, sore, and smiling by the time that they were through. Oh, they don't brag about their work, that's not what they do. They do their talking with their hands, coming from the heart, speaking so we all can understand. They're touching us, talking with their hands. Oh, they're touching us, talking with their hands.
Well, they like you.
That's the best applause we've gotten all day. So, we're going to do a tune here that I wrote about a couple of life's unintended consequences. And I know some folks will definitely relate to this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
bald. I'm going bald. It isn't what I had in mind at all. As I get older, my head gets colder, 'cause those follicles won't stay in place. They're down my back and in my face. Ain't nothing I can do about going bald. Fat, I'm getting fat. My waistline isn't where it once was at. I'm not too cute in a bathing suit, so I went and joined the local gym to try to be more slim and trim. But every time I go, I just feel fat. But I got love and the stars above, warm bed at night, and someone to treat me right. Bald, fat and bald, maybe it really ain't so bad at all. But I got love and the stars above, good pickup truck, and someone to treat me right. Bald, fat and bald, it isn't what I had in mind at all. Can't say I'm glad, but it ain't so bad, with that woman next to me in bed, and an old hound dog who licks my head. Things could be worse than being fat and bald. With my good gals in there in bed, and an old hound dog who licks my head. Things could be worse than being fat and bald. Things could be worse than being fat and bald.
Yeah, I like that one. That's funny.
That's a hit off of our album we did with our old band, the Shelby's Band.
I bet it is a hit.
We just want to say that we're offering a free download on Bandcamp of that song. If anybody wants to go to our website and sign up for our mailing list, we'll send you that song.
Yeah,
That's cute.
all of the rest of the songs here are actually on our Welcome Home CD.
Except for that one. That
Except
one we recorded with our old band. Okay, so now I'm going to sing another song for you guys. So before I moved to Nashville, I lived in Los Angeles for 6 years. I'm going to, reveal the real truth here. I'm actually a native Californian. Worse than that, I'm a native San Franciscan. I was born and raised in San Francisco, California. And anyway, don't hold that against me. Anyway, so when I was in LA, I lived in Echo Park, which at that point was the barrio, basically. And it's not all gentrified like it is now. And I used to walk down Alvarado Street and see these bridal shops where these women had these beautiful bridal dresses that Hispanic women use on their wedding days. And this is where that song comes from. And it's called Queen for a Day. And I should say I had the pleasure of writing this with two wonderful Nashville songwriters, Alice Randall and Pat Elder. So here we go. Whoops. Here we go. Alvarado Street one Saturday like no Saturday before. Senora Garcia takes her Maria to the bridal Bible store since her baby's first communion. She's prayed for this day to come, and she remembers years ago when she was the one. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. White mantilla, scented lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. Alvarado Street this Saturday, the church bells ring. Her mother swears if you listen, you can hear the angels sing. Like her wedding day in Juarez, when she was just 16. And for a moment she forgets all the hard years in between. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. The white mantilla, sentiment lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. Alvarado Street one Monday, Maria and her little girl. She's weary with 2 new babies, but her firstborn is her whole world. A little Carmen looks in the bridal store, says someday I'll be pretty too. And Maria says I'm dreaming a different dream for you. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. White mantilla, scented lace, 2 golden rings, and sweet wedding cake. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day. Rena Del Dia, queen for a day.
That's beautiful.
Good. And the next day, it's back to work. Okay. Now we're going to do a little song about a food, which was created in Nashville, as far as we know, and it is hot chicken. And you folks in Texas probably really like this dish. It was invented in Nashville, and every year we have a thing called the Hot Chicken Festival right over here in a park in East Nashville. And Nell and I have played on this festival for 10 years. And at one point, Nell got the idea of writing a song about it. And that's what we're going to do. And anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to add that our former Mayor Bill Purcell started this thing, and he lives over here in East Nashville, not far from us. And every year when the festival starts, he's got this old fire engine, and he runs down the street with the bells and the whistles and all that. And so that he's in the second verse. Of course, he loves the song. He's in the song. So anyway.
Yeah, we drag him up on stage to sing the chorus with us.
Yeah, we do.
Whether he wants to or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 99 degrees in Nashville, Tennessee. If you want a little fun in the blazing sun, go ahead and give it a try. Hot chick, 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 chicken, burn, baby, burn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, learn, baby, learn. It's always a thrill when we see Mayor Bill driving that old fire truck around. When he rings that bell, we know darn well no finer food in Nashville can be found. Hot chick, 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 chicken, burn, baby, burn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, learn, baby, learn. Chick, 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 chicken, burn, baby, burn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, learn, baby, learn. Elections in the news, but don't you get the blues. If you want a cure, here's what we recommend. Just take a little bite of this hot delight. It'll put all your worries to an end. Hot chick, 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 chicken, burn, baby, burn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, learn, baby, learn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, burn, baby, burn. Hot chick, 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 chicken, learn, baby, learn.
That's another hit song right there, I'll bet. I bet you get a lot of plays on that too, don't you?
Yeah, it was actually a documentary that they did about the story about how chickens started. You know, they had a little bit of us playing in there. Not enough to actually pay us any royalties, of course. You know how it is.
Oh, I know how that is, yeah.
So we're gonna do the title cut now from our album Welcome Home, and so the hot chicken is, you know, the fun side of Nashville. You know, 20,000 people eating hot chicken on the hottest day of the year. It doesn't make any sense at all. But
they're insane. They're crazy.
But our city, like a lot of cities in this country, is getting more and more unaffordable. I've heard there's a real housing crisis in Austin. I know there's one in my hometown in San Francisco. I mean, all over the country. We have this problem. So we wrote a song about it called Welcome Home. And, you know, in this, why do people come to Nashville? Why? Because of the music. So does it make a lot of sense to have housing that's so affordable that no musicians can afford to live here anymore?
Yep.
Doesn't really make sense.
Yep.
And it doesn't make sense for us to lose all that support staff, you know, for our whole downtown scene here, you know, the bartenders, the people who clean the hotel rooms, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
basically, working people are being priced out of Nashville, which is, as Nell said, is happening in many cities around the country.
Around the country today, yeah. So we wrote this song called Welcome Home, and it does end on an optimistic, upbeat call to action.
Yes.
So here we go.
You've been living all your life here in this town. Now bulldozers are tearing houses down. Rent has got so high you can barely get by. Still, this is your neighborhood. Welcome home. Evicted, now you're sleeping in the park. Rain and cops and no rest in the dark. Your body's feeling old, but you're left out in the cold. You need a place to live. Welcome home. This is our city, where we all dream of a better life for our family. Everybody needs a home that they can call their own. You traveled from the battles in Iraq to flag waving and lots of empty talk. We will not forget, we owe you a debt. Now you've come back to our town, welcome home. You fled your country middle of the night. Sky was black, no border guards in sight. You're building a new life for your children and wife. We're glad that you are here. Welcome home. You came here thinking that you had a shot. Now you're camped out in the Walmart parking lot, playing bars for tips, waiting for your ship. We want to hear your songs, welcome home. We clean your hotel rooms, teach your kids in school, put our lives on the line when fires burn. We're drivers, waiters, retail workers, caregivers, and cooks. We can hardly pay our way with what we earn. We will not be destroyed by the wrecking ball.
We will not.
This city, it belongs to us all. Children should be safe, everyone should have a place. All together now we say, welcome home. Children should be safe, everyone should have a place. All together now we say, welcome home.
Michael and Nell, that was wonderful, and that was a wonderful set, and thank y'all so much for coming to play for us. That was
Thanks for having us, Harry.
a real treat, and y'all are so talented. I love your songs. I love the way you sound and everything. So we'll have you back as soon as we can get you back. And good luck with all that music. I hope someone starts buying all that stuff and y'all start making some money. You deserve it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well,
Yeah.
michaelandnell.com.
Yes,
Find all the
michaelandnell.com. You
information
can,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
And we'll-
that's great. That's great. You guys are great. And anyway, folks, that was Michael and Nell from Nashville, Tennessee. And that's a wonderful set.
They're doing good things around Nashville.
They're doing good things around Nashville, and now we've got somebody else from Nashville. I met this lady, I guess, 20 years ago or more, and I was sleeping on on Chuck Erman's sofa, and trying to play like I was a songwriter. I go down there in Nashville and act like I was a songwriter on the weekend sometime, and met this young lady, and boy, she just knocked my socks off. She sings and she plays and she writes. And she sells you a house if you'll buy it, and I think that's what she does for money. You know, everybody who makes music has to do something for money, right?
I'm trying to get young people houses all the time, and it's really tough.
Well, folks, this is Rachel Owen. I think it's the third time you've been on the show, but
I think it is. It's
Yeah.
third, fourth, maybe even. I'm
well,
sure.
well, anyway, Rachel, you got the whole screen now, and you got 30 minutes, and welcome back, and
Oh boy.
play us some songs.
I will try. I picked some songs that I don't play very often, just for a challenge, I guess. This song's from my last album that I put out a few years ago. It's called Beautiful Thing. No, the album's called Beautiful Things. This is Busy Being Bad. It's 1:45 and I'm beautiful blue, tripping on my anger. Got a pocket full of danger, and I'm just busy being bad. And on a night like this, I could sure use a kiss. I wouldn't say I need that. No, I'd never say I need that. I'm just busy being bad. I'm just busy being bad. Better leave this girl alone. I never thought that kiss was gonna shake me to the bone. I'm just busy being bad. And I'm all used up from years of losing at love. I'm a consequent romancer, and I ain't looking for no answers. I'm just busy being bad. And you were good last night, got me high as a kite, and I almost said I love you. But I'm glad I didn't say that, 'cause I'm just busy being bad. I'm just busy being bad. Better leave this girl alone. I never thought that kiss was gonna shake me to the bone. I'm just busy being bad. Say good night, I'm on the edge now, and I don't have time to look in those eyes. I'm being bad. I'm just busy being bad. Better leave this girl alone. I never thought that kiss was gonna shake me to the bone. I'm just busy being bad. I'm just busy being bad. I'm just busy being bad.
You're being good.
Thank you. How's that?
I like that. You sound great.
Okay. I'm trying to with my guitar. All right. Mentioned old Chuck Erman recently. Chuck Erman would really like Rio. Has he met Rio before?
No, never has.
Yeah, he likes those cowboy songs. This is a song I wrote with Chuck. We kind of started the idea together before he left Nashville and went back to Jersey. So I kind of finished the song without him, but I make him take credit anyway. I don't know if he really wants it or not.
I bet he does.
It's called Becky Dear. It's a ghost song, Harry. Don't get too scared.
I love ghost songs.
When they found his cell was empty, he was working on a good head start with the help of a borrowed Dodge and a stolen gun. There's no rest for the wicked, no mercy for a man gone wrong, and the only way to catch a break is to break and run. Becky dear, I'm coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. When a man is solid lonely, a woman haunts his mind and finds a way to penetrate those walls. And you could hear his lone voice begging to no one down the line, till he finally had to answer Becky's call. And Becky dear, I'm coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. And I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. When he finally reached that meadow lit by the setting sun, he prayed he'd be forgiven, Lord, for what he'd done. And he pulled that cold, cold trigger. His blood seeped in the ground, and his soulless body lay just where he shot his Becky down. Becky dear, I'm coming home to you, like I always promised you that I would do. I know you're waiting for me to lie with you as the sun rises on your meadow, as the sun rises on your meadow, as the sun rises on.
I think that's you. Gosh, really, there's a piece.
I always have to think about what key did I do this in. Okay, here's a song I wrote for my dearly departed dog Elliot. It's called Elliot's Song, oddly enough. We're not perfect, me and you, but there's a crack in the armor where the light shines through. In this world of chasing reason, you're my dose of crazy, yeah. We find joy from a walk in the sun. We have easy fun, and you made me see a different side of a long car ride and a short, sweet life. And all along you had the answer, and when it comes to life, you are the master. My sweet friend, the lesson is in your never-changing love. The glass half empty or the glass half full, you drink it all up, it doesn't matter to you. And you never thought of greater things than being faithful, my little earthbound angel. All along you had the answer, and when it comes to life, you are the master. And my sweet friend, the lesson is in your never-changing love. And humankind can be so blind, and quietly you're wise. And when I just can't see the good in me, I see it in your eyes. Oh, oh, and all along you have the sweet friend, the lesson is in your never-changing love. Oh, my sweet friend, the lesson is in your never-changing love.
Boy, you knocked the lid off that one, didn't you? You knocked.
That headphones off. I like to hear you. Like I'd leave them off, but I like to hear when you're hollering at me.
All right, I'm going to follow my playlist, even though my gut tells me not to, because it's more fun that way. No, I'm just kidding. This is a little song called Sugar. It was recorded on my Bombshell album from 2008, I think it came out. Yeah, that's it. That album was produced alongside Gordon Vincent. You remember Gordon Vincent, Harry? Did you know him?
Yes. He was Chuck's good friend.
Yeah. He and I were real good friends, and Chuck's friend too, yes. He's from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Lives in Cape May now. Everybody loves sugar, like everybody loves to be free. I ever thought I overheard somebody saying, wouldn't it be nice if sugar'd have me? And wouldn't she be sweet in the morning? And wouldn't she go well with my tea? I'd have sugar at any hour. Wouldn't it be nice if sugar'd have me? And sugar takes each day like a wrecking ball. And sugar, well, she'll make you pay. And sugar, well, you met her in the bookstore where all the bombshells go. And wouldn't you know, everybody loves sugar. Never in your life did you have a reason to think you'd give your heart for a song. And you were bitter for a while after sugar. Hey, but ain't it kind of sweet now that sugar is gone? Sugar takes each day like a wrecking ball. And sugar, well, she'll make you pay. And sugar, well, she met her in the bookstore where all the bombshells go. And wouldn't you know, everybody loves that sugar. wouldn't you know, everybody loves sugar. And wouldn't you know that everybody loves sugar? And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I didn't know how to end that. But I did it anyway.
Just stop playing.
I stopped. Just stop playing that one.
Just stop playing. That'll end them right. You're sounding great.
Oh gosh, thank you. Let's see. What's next on my list? Okay, I'm actually gonna divert from my list. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna play another Rachel and Chuck Erman song.
All right.
It's the first one. I think it's the first one we ever wrote together, maybe, or one of the first ones. And this is actually on my very first album called Steering with My Feet. It came out in the 90s.
Oh, my.
90. When did it come out?
So you were just a kid.
98.
You're just a little kid.
Yes, I was just a really tiny tot.
A prodigy. Is that what? That's what they call them, isn't it? Prodigy? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Child prodigy.
Back when I was on Star Search.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wasn't really on Star Search. Don't start Googling that or anything. Okay. I hadn't done this song in a really, really long time. So I thought I would just give it a whirl. You said that you'd been there before, and I said I know. I think we'll take it slowly. Give me the check, I'll tell you what you owe me. That's all I need. The blues was all I talked about the first night that you kissed me. I said it doesn't seem so lonely when you're with me, and that's all I need. I needed someone to never leave me. And I needed someone to hear me cry. But you left me anyway and went to Georgia. After I told you how much I needed you to stay. And I lay awake when you had gone. Why couldn't you be strong enough to take me out of this shadowed life that feels so empty? 'Cause that's all I need. And why do I keep dragging myself down into self-pity and reaching for someone to drag down with me? 'Cause that's all I need. I needed someone to never leave me. And I needed someone to hear me cry. But you left me anyway and went to Georgia. After I told you how much I needed you to stay, and I needed someone to hear me cry, but you left me anyway and went to Georgia. After I told you how much I needed you to stay.
Beautiful. You know, lists are so distracting. You know, all you do is look at them during the show, and you never play what's on them anyway. You know.
Sometimes I do. I'll say what I said.
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
But I don't know. I don't believe you have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that. No,
But I wanted to play that very fine example of the pathetic people songs that Chuck and I write together. Most of our heroes are really pathetic and sad.
those are the best kind of songs.
I know.
Yeah.
One is particularly sad, I think. Yeah. Yes. The self-loathing, all that stuff. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
My fave. All right. Here's a little song I wrote. It's also a co-write, and I co-wrote early on in the kind of the online period. I had posted some songs from my first album, and my first album had a lot of story songs on them. And I got a message from a lady who was here in Nashville for many, many years and had moved back to Georgia. Her name is Ruthie Steele. She used to run a big songwriting kind of workshop and stuff, I think, in a writer's round here in Nashville. And she was the sister, I think, of Max D. Barnes, who wrote a bunch of country hits.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. And so she's like, I really like your story songs. I want you to help me finish this story song. So she sent me some lines for this song, and I basically just finished it for her. And it was, I think it's a really cute song. And this is for Ruthie. She's in her 80s now and living in Georgia somewhere. I think she's still posting online and stuff a lot. So Ruthie Steele wrote this with me. It's called She Made the Devil Do It. The devil was just minding his business on a hot day in hell in mid-July, when a green-eyed fallen angel named Lucinda walked up to him and smiled and whispered hi. His temper cooled when she took him to school and rocked the devil's underworld. He thought that he made the rules. Oh, shoot. Everything went haywire. He stopped tending the fire when he could only think about the girl. And she made the devil do it. She made the devil do it. Heaven knows she was sent from above, 'cause hell froze over, the devil fell in love, yeah. All hell broke loose the moment that he kissed her. Thunder rolled and lightning lit the sky. Snowballs fell like rain and had a chance to sustain on a cold day in hell in mid-July. God's little joke went loose into spoke and rocked the devil's underworld. He thought that he made the rules, but to you cold-hearted fools, if she can do it to the devil, she can do it to you. And she made the devil do it. She made the devil do it. Heaven knows she was sent from above, 'cause hell froze over, the devil fell in love, yeah. And that's the story of the devil and Lucinda. You know she really made a change in his life. And I never saw a picture of Lucinda, but I bet she looks a lot like your wife, 'cause she made the devil do it. She made the devil do it. And heaven knows she was sent from above, 'cause hell froze over, the devil fell in love, yeah.
You got time for one more song. I love that song, by the way.
Not the devil. About the talking with your hands too, Michael. Nell. That was cool. All right. Here's a little song that's from my latest album from several years ago. It's called Crescent Moon. It's from my album Beautiful Things. That's on Bandcamp, like Michael and Nell's song. So if you go over there, you can download Michael and Nell, and then you can download Rachel Owen, Beautiful Things. And I also have, I think my dog song is free on there. This is Crescent Moon. Crescent moon, I can hang my hat on you, and we can hang out in your living room and watch the stars twinkle. I would not mind getting high on some good moonshine, visit my baby through a wrinkle in time, 'cause that bird has flown. Oh, crescent moon, we're on our own. And when you're full of yourself, it's like you're somebody else, a man judging me from above. And a half of a pie just won't satisfy when you're hungry as I for love. Oh, crescent moon, those curves get me in the mood, and we should pour down pitchers of woo, so they'll all feel me when it's raining, yeah. And if you please, please lessen the gravity, sing your sweet lullabies to me, so I don't dream alone. Oh, oh, crescent moon, we're on our own. And when you're full of yourself, it's like you're somebody else, a man judging me from above. And a half of a pie just won't satisfy when you're hungry as I for love. Oh, woo, 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 woo. And I can't be around you when you're blue, crescent moon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you, Rachel, for coming to play. I love your songs, and I love everything about you and what you do. If I lived in Nashville, I'd come buy a house from you right now. But yeah, I would.
Find one.
I'd buy a house from you.
All right.
So anyway, well, thanks for coming, Rachel. Really appreciate it, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
all that stuff. And anyway, you take care, and we'll get you back on there just quick as we can. Everybody loves you. So.
Sounds great. I can't wait to hear you, Harry.
Okay, well, let me get thing going here. Let's see, move. Okay, there I am, folks, and I want y'all to know this is a Dallas Songwriter Association Virtual Global Songwriter Showcase. We've been doing this for a couple of years almost now, every Saturday at 12 o'clock, 12 to 2. And this will be our last show for this year. It's December the 18th, but like next Saturday's Christmas, we can't do it then. And then the next Saturday, that'll be next year, so we're going to start all over. So this will be the last set for the 2021. So I'll try to live up to these other writers, but boy, I tell you what, that's hard 3 acts to follow. So anyway, I'll play you some songs. Now, we was talking about Clovis, New Mexico earlier. Rio King and I were. He recorded some there at Norman Petty Studio up there where Buddy Holly did his songs. And I used to have a traveling sales job. I sold animal health products to feed yards and stuff like that. And Clovis, New Mexico is right there on the border. And I tell you what, that is the wildest, funnest little town. And it's so much talent has gone through there, and it's inspired so many songs. And this song right here was kind of inspired by the Holiday Inn there. It goes like this. Holiday Inn Lounge, Clovis, New Mexico, circa 1975. Fast women, slow gin, beat up jukebox, good friends, traveling salesman telling dirty jokes, poor boy heaven, it's a watering hole, lady bartender full of wit, cuss like a sailor, she says kiss my grits when she leans over, can't help but look, spend your money, but you can't touch. Long haul trucker, rigs right outside, looking for a lady, looking for a ride. Fat ass rancher, telling fat ass lies to a black-haired woman with clear blue eyes. Feed yard cowboy with a big old grin on a feed yard pony, just rides right in. Nobody knows if they should run or sit. Then some joker hollers, hey, make that horse talk. Fast women, slow gin, beat up jukebox, good friends, traveling salesman telling dirty jokes, poor boy heaven, it's a watering hole. Nervous couple out on the floor, slow dancing a fast song, eyeing the door. She knows exactly what's on his mind, they get lucky come closing time. Fast women, slow gin, beat up jukebox, good friends, traveling salesman telling dirty jokes. Poor boy heaven, it's a watering hole. Clovis, New Mexico. Right on the border. About 90 miles, I guess, or 100 miles, something like that, northwest of Lubbock. If you was heading up to Taos, New Mexico, you'd go through there. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It was great writing there. So visual. Yeah, wonderful.
I've been sitting here getting cold, and my hand started cramping on me a little bit. Let's see if I get it worked out here. Yeah, Clovis, New Mexico. All that stuff pretty much in that song's true. His hair wouldn't touch his ears if he combed it straight down. And you better duck if you ever see him frown. He's got a dang good tan, but it stops right below his neck. Worst word his mother ever heard him say is, heck, he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Every redneck mother and daddy's pride and joy. He's a hell raiser, but he'll make one hell of a man. 'Cause he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Now he's gonna join the army where he'll finish his GED. For concerts in the park, he likes beer with Velveeta cheese. He's a chip-kicking, two-stepping, girl chow-sing son of a gun. But he'll do like his daddy, only give his heart to one. He's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Every redneck mother and daddy's pride and joy. He's a hell raiser, but he'll make one hell of a man. 'Cause he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. But if you're a single young lady and you're looking for true romance, and you've tried so hard but can't find it, well, honey, give this boy a chance. He's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Every redneck mother and daddy's pride and joy. He's the hell raiser, but he'll make one hell of a man. 'Cause he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. He's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Redneck. Everybody's met that guy.
Yeah. I've met several of those guys.
ever gonna miss me? If you think you're working without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. Love me now. Love me now. Love me now. My mind said we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. And I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think you're working without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. Love me now. Love me now. Love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. Then I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think you're working without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. 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 Love me now.
Yeah.
Harry, can you hear me?
Thank you very much.
Can you hear me, Harry?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's Buddy Holly reincarnate. When did you write that?
Oh, I don't know. Long time ago. Back when I knew
It's
Rachel.
very Buddy Holly like.
Golly, yeah. It's the answer to the one about.
Maybe I can get it to him, reckon?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe in a
It
few
is-
years.
it
yeah,
is-
yeah. Anyway. Three times each minute, all day long, howling at the moon. You're so doggone sexy. What can I do? I love the way you giggle, whimper on the phone, Alpo in my taco, fetch your body home. I'm gonna love on you, gonna love on you, gonna love on you, gonna love on you. A champagne flavored bubble bath, chocolates in a bowl. Tonight I'm gonna scrub your back, put polish on your toes. I'll be so busy pleasing you. Music soft and low, a bubble gets too close, I'll catch it on my nose. I'm gonna love on you, gonna love on you, gonna love on you, gonna love on you. like a doggone a big old bone. I'm gonna love on you. Gonna love on you. I've been reincarnated, hound dog brain, Lady and the Tramp, driving me insane. This ain't no dang Iditarod. You can't get home too soon. I got the movie ready. It ain't no Looney Tune. Gonna love on you. 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 Welcome to my doghouse, sweetheart. Yeah, that's the way that one goes. Okay, let's see here. Y'all still there? Oh, there.
Yeah.
There you are. There you are.
Hello, hello.
Hadn't done this in a while. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be Jesse James. You know, I'd be Jesse James, and my cousin Joe Boy, he'd be Frank. You know, we played Cowboys and Indians, and everybody thought they were kin to Jesse James distantly. You know, because they'd hear all these stories about him not actually being shot up there where he was supposed to be, and Jesse James would pop up in Kansas, and then they had one in Kentucky, and they had one in Tennessee, and they were just all over the place.
Supposedly lived it and maybe died in Nashville too. That's another story.
Yeah, they had one there, and then it wasn't too many years ago. The family got all fed up with this, and they finally talked about 8 different forensic labs and universities and stuff to dig up Jesse where he's supposed to be buried and see if they could find something to do a DNA study, and they did. And they discovered that he was buried upside down. Of course, you know, when they hauled him in the wagon from St. Joe down to Kearney, there on the north side of Kansas City to bury him. Well, he fell out of the wagon and rolled around before they put him back on the wagon, you know. So he's buried upside down. They didn't find much, but they found a tooth. They found a button, but they found a tooth, and they cracked it open and got some mitochondria DNA and did a DNA study. And you have to have a unbroken line of females for that to be passed on down. Well, there was a line of females all the way from his sister all the way down to some lady in Oklahoma, and she had a son that was still alive, and they got some of his DNA, and they compared everything, and they proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that the real Jesse James is buried where he's supposed to be, up there in Kearney. And it pissed a lot of people off because they found out they weren't kin to Jesse and weren't just kill that legend. You know, everyone, it was such a fun legend, you know, and then now that we know that the real Jesse's up there, well, I feel sorry for those people who aren't kin to Jesse anymore. So I wrote a song. It's called I Ain't Kin to Jesse Anymore. Jesse James changed his name. He was buried in Texas. And we're distant cousins, I once heard my grandpa say. With boyish pride, I told my friends how Jesse's blood runs through my veins. And now those show me folks say, Harry, there ain't no way. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Those white coats with their microscopes have dug him up for sure. There can't be no denying his DNA ain't lying. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Now some things are best left undiscovered, like buried treasure and like proof there ain't no God. Like Pluto ain't no planet, like why Michael looks like Janet, and why that cute girl won't answer when I knock. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. We've lost another hero. He's walking out the door. Can't blame those folks for trying, or fools like me for crying. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. From now on, if there's one chance in a million, I could be right, even if I'm wrong. Let me believe what it is I believe in. Let wiser men leave well enough alone. I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. My whole world is changing like it never has before. So Lord, don't let nobody dig up any more of my cousins like Buffalo Bill Cody. Or did he say Truman Capote? Oh, don't guess it matters. 'Cause I ain't kin to Jesse anymore. Jesse James, God bless you. Rest in peace.
I'd say you got a little Truman Capote in there.
Maybe. You know, we never know, do we?
That'd be cool.
Okay. This is gonna be my last song, and this is one of them songs about not drinking. You know, everybody writes drinking songs. I write songs about not drinking. This is a not drinking song. It's called Everclear. It's been my last song of the day. One little drink, it'll warm you up. One more, it's one too much. It looks like water, it has no taste. Cross your eyes, fall on your face. There's never been no stronger stuff. 190's proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear. It'll melt your cup, your plastic spoon. Strike a match, it goes boom. When you wake up down on the floor, it'll melt your name off your front door. There's never been no stronger stuff. 190's proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear. There's never been no stronger stuff. 190's proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on the Everclear. She took my house. She took my car. She took my job, my old guitar. She took my dog. I can't remember its name. Purple Jesus on my brain. There's never been no stronger stud. 109 is proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear. Your life will suck if you get drunk on Everclear. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. This has been a public service announcement. Thank you very much.
Great song.
And God bless every one of you, and Merry Christmas and all that stuff. And let's get a group shot here. Rachel, can you get back on here, or did you go off to the?
Oh, I'm right here.
I'm gonna do a gallery view.
Great song.
Look at there. Look at there. There's everybody. Thank y'all so much. It's been a great show today. And I guess see y'all next year. We're going to have an open mic next Wednesday night, and then we're going to be at, I think we're going to be at Love and War next Thursday if they don't tell us to go away because of the holiday. And we were just about wrapped up a year here, folks. So everybody have a wonderful holiday, and gosh, Rio, I wish we could have been friends at Texas Tech. That would have been fun, wouldn't
Boy,
it?
Harry, we would we'd have been dangerous, I
We
think.
might have been hit. We might have had a hit rock and roll song or something.
I
don't know.
believe.
Yeah, we just anyway, and
Or you would have drunk too much Everclear together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with
that's-
Harry's I don't drink song. Yeah.
yeah, that Everclear. I tell you what, I only saw one bottle of Everclear, a real Everclear, and it was at a party, and everything in that song came from that one party.
Yeah, it'll melt your cup.
Actually, there's probably a couple more songs in that party too, and I got doing some research on it when I started writing the song. You know, it's outlawed in 14 different states. You can't even buy it. You know,
it's brutal.
and it's like. And actually, I remember I was mixing a drink with it. I didn't have too much in the cup, but it's one of those. You know how we used to have paper cups that were covered with wax. You know, we call them wax cups. You know, wax paper cups to drink
Right,
coffee and
Dixie
everything else.
cups.
And that cup just melted in my. It just like turned to pulp almost. And I was stirring it with stirring a drink with a plastic spoon, and I pulled it out, and I swear that spoon was just drooping like that. And then when the party was over, that bottle was sitting there on this little counter in this apartment, and there was just a little bit in there. It's kind of, the bottle was kind of wet at the bottom, like I was laying on the side, you know. And I lit a kitchen match, and I threw it in the bottle in that top of that bottle, and it went poof and scooted over about a foot, like a rocket. And I thought, you know, God Almighty, we're drinking that. And I think what they do with Everclear, like when you go and you buy mixed drinks and stuff, that's a real cheap way for a bar to buy alcohol. You know, those fruit drinks and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't take very much. Well, they can cut it, you know. But boy, you drink it straight, and I think what it is a purified white lightning, basically.
It is essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like white lightning, and then they purify it even more and get that whangy taste out of there, and they make just pure alcohol, basically. So, and anyway, well, it's been fun, guys and gals, and y'all, like, once again, Merry Christmas, all that stuff. If you find that little red button or whatever it is on your screen there and push it, this thing will be over, and we'll put it in a can.
Nice to meet you, Tennessee folks. That was great. I love your
Yeah,
stuff.
aren't they great? I still think they got a lot of AP Carter, and they got Woody Guthrie in them and everything. I just love their songs.
We do.
You know, one of my friends gave me I hadn't even heard of Woody Guthrie. Actually, I guess I'd heard him, but never paid that much attention. And a friend gave me a Alan Lomax album.
Yeah.
Alan Lomax had recorded him, and I just fell in love. I mean, he talked like me, and he lived out in that same part of the country, and I could relate to everything he was saying. And then I got interested in music again just because of Woody Guthrie.
Yeah.
And I wore the grooves off that album. It was just,
Nice.
and the other thing that I was really impressed by was Alan Lomax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the
I mean, can you
Yeah.
imagine having a job where a company pays you to take your little tape recorder and go around and record music all over the?
I don't think it was a little one either. I think it was one of those, big old ones,
Reel to
like
reel.
they used to have reel to reel.
Oh, that was really something. And music was so regionalized then. Everywhere he went, it was different.
Right.
And now thanks to radio and the internet and all that kind of stuff, we're all starting to sound the same.
Not
Well,
fiddle tunes
John,
though.
not quite.
I'm a fiddle player, and I can tell you there's still regional fiddle. You go to Missouri, they play different tunes than they do
Do
in
they?
North Carolina than they do in Texas and in California. That tradition still continues, like locally.
Well, that's encouraging, yeah.
Yeah, I go to these jams, and we play certain tunes here in Nashville that they don't play anywhere else.
Right, right.
I don't know.
Go to Colorado, they never heard of him.
Yeah, that's right. We went to Colorado. They had tunes we didn't know.
Michael and Nell, where y'all from originally?
Well, I actually grew up in Newark, New Jersey, of all places.
Okay.
And I heard Miss Owen, what's her first name?
Rachel.
Rachel, okay. My brain is fried. I heard Rachel say her co-writing friend went back home to New Jersey. Where was he from?
Well, he's originally from Bristol, Tennessee, I think.
That's where he was born, Bristol,
And
Tennessee.
then he
yeah.
spent a lot of his life in what part of Jersey before he moved back, Harry?
Well, he lives in Whiting now. I'm not sure.
He lives in
but
Whiting now, by
yeah,
by the river, the Tom's River.
Yeah, he was driving distance from New York City because I was living in New York City at the time, and I met Chuck at the in an NSAI workshop up there.
More North Jersey or something, like he lived there for a lot of years. He was originally from Tennessee, but
Yeah.
and then
My parents lived in Tom's River.
oh really?
Yeah, after they retired.
It's a big retirement community down there. It's kind of mid-state.
Michael's father was a fireman in Newark.
Yep.
Talk about a tough job, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was there during the riots and all that stuff in the 60s. And I'm from San Francisco, California. I'm a native, born and raised in San Francisco, native born. Michael spent about 20 years in San Francisco, too. After he came back from Nam, he went to Vietnam, and he didn't want to go back to Jersey, so he went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that. We met. We had that San Francisco connection. We met here in Nashville, but we had that connection.
Yeah, we had the Vietnam connection too, because I was there in the army in the country, and she was back here protesting against the war,
That's right.
which I was fully in favor of.
Okay.
But I went to college in Indiana University. Went to Indiana University School of Music. It's a really good music school. It's one of the best. But it was all classical, and stuff back then. That's all they were doing. They did have a jazz program, but they didn't have any like songwriting. It wasn't like I wish it was like Berkeley, colleges today, where you can go and learn how to write songs. It wasn't like that. It was classical, But it's a good foundation.
Now you go to
That won't get you anywhere. Yes, it will.
well, you can get a degree now in bluegrass.
Yeah.
Can't you? Yeah.
Yeah, East Tennessee State has a whole, really great program in bluegrass, which is, it takes a lot of skill to be a good bluegrass player. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are monsters. The ones that really play. Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
when
yeah,
they're
but-
here.
There should be some really fantastic musicians now and some really fantastic songwriters because there's so much going on with it. Now, way back when, if you learned how to write a song, you had to do it on your own, You'd hear songwriters talk about, say, well, I listened to 100 country songs, top 40 or something, and started taking notes and stuff. But now,
I used to play when I was in Indiana after I graduated. I used to play 6 sets a night. Okay, 6 nights a week in a country bar.
Well, you were in, but
Talk about that taught me how to write country. You know what I mean? You do that for a while.
well, they might have heard of your band too.
What?
Buffalo Gals?
Yeah, I was in the Buffalo Gals too, all female.
Oh, yeah.
Here in Nashville. Yeah.
Aren't y'all the ones that? Are y'all the ones that wouldn't come out tonight or something like that? Wouldn't remember that?
Yeah, no, we were out every night.
Isn't that song Buffalo Gals? Won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight, Buffalo Gals. Won't
There's
you
a
come
new
out tonight?
band now called the Buffalo Gals.
Dance,
but
dance
was
by the
in
light of the moon.
one that was here, based here in Nashville. And then when I got to LA, I was in an all-female band called the Cadillac Cowgirls. How about that? Yeah.
Rachel, where's your hometown?
I'm from Walton, Kentucky.
Walton,
It's
Kentucky.
northern Kentucky, about half an hour, 45 minutes from Cincinnati.
That's not close to Paducah, is it?
No, Paducah's way to the west.
Well, okay, that's where the tornadoes were.
This is the little hump of Kentucky. You know how Kentucky's shaped and it has a little hump?
Yeah.
I'm from the hump.
Okay.
Far from Vanceburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kentucky really took a beating.
Oh my God.
Whew. Yes, it did. Most of that was to the west.
Bowling Green got hit. That's not very far from here, Bowling Green.
Yeah, Bowling Green got hit really hard. You're right. I actually hadn't realized how many people passed away in Bowling Green until I read it the other day.
It was
Terrible. We were in the
horrible.
basement.
They got
We
wiped.
went down in the cellar, 3 in the morning. The tornado siren went off, and we were spent an hour in the basement saying, we just had we had a big tornado here, May 3rd, 2020. March 3rd, what am I saying? March 3rd, we had a major tornado in East Nashville.
Yeah,
So we were
got
like,
the
oh,
pandemic.
please, not another one.
They're about a mile away when that happened
Uh-huh.
in 2020. We were in our bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 2020, yeah.
Yeah, we've been
Were
through
you in Lubbock with the 1970 tornado?
No,
Huh?
no, I wouldn't. No, I just moved out of there when that came.
Okay.
But well, anyway, it's been fun, guys, and we'll see y'all. And I'm gonna, of course, this will be posted naturally. It's already on there now on Facebook, but I'll take that and I'll put it on YouTube, and I'll do a click and play on it. It's where each individual artist has their own little timestamp, So anyway,
All right.
Cool.
So
anyway,
Rachel-
I'll do it up. I'll edit it a little bit and take my part out of there. No, I won't do it. But anyway, so happy holidays. See y'all.
right.
Push that little red button.
everybody.
Take care.
Thanks, Rio. Thanks,
Yeah, thank you,
Rachel.
Harry.
Thanks, Michael. Now, see y'all.